Hey guys, right, just arrived in Bucharest. No sleep, as you can imagine. Let me just get my bearings. Then heading to the centre now, somehow, metro I think. And then get the camera out, the proper camera out. And we can explore Bucharest. Let's do this. How are we doing, guys? So here we are in Romania. First time I've been to this country. This is country number 23 for me. And also, thinking about it, this is actually the furthest east I've ever been. So there you go. So, yeah, today is going to be me wandering around the capital, kind of like what I was doing in Sofia the other day. I'm meeting up with a good friend later, who's kindly going to be showing me around the next couple of days. So that's ace. The fact I got a local lined up to show me around, it's nice. And yeah, this is pretty much as I expected the city to look like, to be honest. So, just had breakfast, and now the first location I want to check out today just happens to be right around the corner. Yeah, just let you know, I'm a bit tired. Right, I just got off a 7-hour, well, it was a bit longer than that, it was more like 8 hours. 8-hour bus journey from Sofia. Didn't sleep. It wasn't bad, mind. I mean, it was comfortable enough. People on the bus were sound, so it was fine. But you know what it's like. To those Turkish guys and gal that I met on the bus, and we got the metro into the centre together. Hi guys, say hello, comment below, say hi, good to hear from you. Okay. Right, yeah, let me just get my bearings. I think where I want to go first is just around here. Right, so yeah, see here, it's like a abandoned sort of like courtyard of this church. And within it is something quite peculiar and uncanny, and apparently you gotta like look through the barriers for it. It's a statue of a certain renowned Romanian figure. Let's see if I can find it. Oh right, okay. What I was looking for, well, look. See that pillar there? The black pillar? That is where the statue of Vlad the Impaler was, or is. But, so it's been taken down, or it's been covered up. Dang. He was basically here, like, sort of watching over this courtyard. Oh, there's a little cat. Yeah, I don't know if it's been covered up or if it's been taken away. Stop people from coming in to this construction site. I don't know. I'll tell you, I'll find a picture of it and put it on screen now. So yeah, that was what I was looking for. But it's not here. Drat. Well, is that it? It's just covered up, and I can't tell if it's like been taken down or is behind that. It's hard. It's really hard to make out. Is there anyone from Bucharest that's watching this? Please tell me what's going on with it. Oh well. At least I know. I was just looking online about it, and there's like updates saying that yeah, the courtyard's still under construction, but you can see it through the fence. Yeah, I can just about read some of the engravings on the pillar. That says Vlad Depeche, so that's it, but I can't see it. Why have they covered it up? Why have they covered it up? Probably because like people have been looking at holes, trying to set us down to try and see it. So yeah, so to stop people from doing that, they've obviously covered it up. Oh well. At least now I know, and at least now you guys know, for whenever you come to Bucharest, you're not going to be seeing that. Oh well, but not like a bad start. I mean, sure, I haven't seen it, but well, I have seen it, but not seen it, if you know what I mean. Whatever. Okay, tell you what, let's the next place I've got on the list is about a 20-minute walk from here, so yeah, let's wander there. Right then, from the outside, this looks really cool. Check this out. So I believe this is pronounced Cemetery Church. Look at that. What a view. Yeah, there's something within that I'm really intrigued to see. So let's see if you can figure out what that is already. I don't even know if it's opened. Let me see if it's open. Alright, there seems to be like some sort of service going on in there, so I won't be interrupting them just yet. But in the meantime, let's look around the outside. This is actually really cool. Nice. Not quite sure from the top of my head how old this church actually is. But it's cool. It's really cool. Let's take a look at these. Right, I'm just going to sort of stand outside and wait until I stop hearing the singing, and then I'll poke my head in. Check out these engravings on the door. So you've got the sun, the moon. Amazing detail. I'm a bit nervous to go in. I'm going to see what this nun right here is going to do. Bear with. You can't make that up. So I walked in and there's a liturgy going on, right? And obviously I didn't want to interrupt the liturgy, but I just sort of, I was allowed to stand there and just watch. So I thought, alright, I'll watch and wait, and once they're finished, I'll go looking for that thing I'm looking for. I was there for nearly an hour, waiting for watching the liturgy, and when I asked the lady at the door, I showed on my phone what I'm looking for. She goes, "No, that's not this church. The church you wanted around the corner." Doesn't matter. That was quite an experience. That's actually the first time I've been to a liturgy, and look, the church interior was absolutely stunning. So yeah, that wasn't really a waste of time. It's funny though. Stood there for like an hour. Only to find out I was in the wrong church, but it's fine. It was a nice liturgy, and the church itself was stunning. So I think the church I want is apparently around here. Give me a second. I didn't want to be in there for too long, because I didn't want to interrupt anyone. But I found it. Let me tell you about what that is. So that arm was a relic of a patron saint from the 3rd century. It was a patron saint of like necromancers and witches and sorcerers. That's his name. And yeah, that is his arm. Saint Cyprian like went around the places like of Egypt to, you know, basically do his thing as a healer, a sorcerer. I'll link below an article about the guy. So it's a very interesting story, but yeah, I've now seen some human remains, so both in Bulgaria and here. Cool. Yeah, and just looking into it, that church I was at before this happens to be one of the oldest in Bucharest. Yeah, I don't regret accidentally going there and waiting for an hour for the liturgy to finish. That's actually quite a cool experience. I mean, it was a beautiful church, and yeah, I sort of witnessed it in its full magic, I guess, with the liturgy going on. So yeah, didn't expect I'll be going to a liturgy while in Bucharest, but there you go. Right, next stop, about a 10-minute walk. Let's go. Don't know what happened to this street. Right in the heart of Bucharest. The street where everything looks pretty abandoned. On both sides. Up to about here, where there's shops. Random. But anyway, yeah, let's head to that destination. Right, so that's the Palace of Parliament, formerly known as the People's Palace, right? It's huge. What you see on the camera does not do it justice. It's actually the heaviest building in the world, and probably the biggest building in Europe, right? And what's funny is that it's not even finished constructing yet. So let me just bring up some statistics. So yeah, so work began in 1984. It's still not finished yet, and according to what I've looked up on Atlas Obscura, it's currently the heaviest building on the planet, with 1.5 billion pounds of steel and bronze, 35 million cubic feet of marble, 7.7 million cubic feet of glass and crystal, and 32 million cubic feet of wood. It has 1,100 rooms, 2,800 chandeliers, the largest one weighing 11,000 pounds. And one of the meeting halls has a podium at one end. Yeah, it's mad. Saying here, at its height, the site swarmed with 20,000 workers, 5,000 soldiers, and 7,000 architects working around the clock. Ridiculous. That is certainly like a, yeah, they call it like a Soviet monolith. Crazy. Yeah, they do tours there, but to be honest, I'm not really interested. You know, that'll be a lot of hard work. There was a couple of like tourists going past me saying to me, do you know where to get tickets from? I said, oh, I have no idea, and I've got no intention of going in there. So yeah, if that tickles your fancy, by all means go for it. Anyways, my friend has told me that there are more churches around the city that have human remains within them, and he's hinted a couple at me, so one's nearby. I'm gonna have a look. Let's go. So the next church of today, which apparently has human remains, is right in front of me, and it's quite big, but looks really cool. Check this out. It's like I just ended up in like a whole complex of churches. Look at that. And this. But okay, this is the church we are gonna go for. And wow, look at it from the outside. Oh, you doing all right? Yeah, so we're on the bus. How's your day so far? How's your day so far? Yeah, how has it been so far? Good? Is that a nice church? Alright, I'm gonna have a look. Okay. That was someone that was on the coach from Sofia. Right, there seems to be a liturgy going on here as well. But yeah, look at this. Right, let's see if I can go inside. Right, I saw a little cabinet where it looks like there was human remains, but there's a liturgy going on and they're all crowded around it, so I can't really investigate just yet, so we'll wait for that to finish. Yeah, check out all this. Cool. It's all about the Orthodox Christianity at this part of Europe. And in the time I've been walking around Bucharest, these churches are everywhere. So a closer look at this. Just chatting to the chap that was on the coach. Nice guy. This is nice. And then you got this. Is that a skull? But nice. Okay, let me have a look in this gift shop here. Cheers, mate. Let's have a look at this little shop here. This is what I assume it is a shop. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a small gift shop, but I don't need anything from there. I can still hear the liturgy going on. And there's that building there. So I'll go in there in a minute and see what that's about. But yeah. Again, check out this beautiful art. Really cool. Okay, so I mean, the liturgy is still going on, and I literally saw like an open coffin that people were praying over. So yeah, there are human remains on display in that church, but it's just a matter of when I can get to see it. But for now, I'm gonna have a look at this while I'm waiting. Let's see what this is. Okay, that's just another gift shop. So really, I just got to wait now until the liturgy is over, but I don't know how long that could be. But it's fine. I'm not in any rush at the minute. I just like being around here. It's really cool. Yeah, just gonna sit here and wait. Hopefully not too long. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's have a go. Cool. So, not only did I see the remains, I actually got permission to do those little clips I just showed you. In that coffin, it's a guy called Saint Dimitri. They're like the patron saint of Bucharest. I actually got talking to the Orthodox priest in there. Very, very nice guy. I asked him about these remains. He gave me a very good explanation, and yeah, I asked him, do you mind if I get, I'm a video maker, do you mind if I get some clips? He goes, okay, just get some stills, don't do any commentary. So that was really cool of him. And he's here, the next church I'm going to with human remains. He just gave me a bit of a history lesson about that as well. And yeah, what a nice bloke. So if you're watching, comment below and say hi. It'd be good to hear from you. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to wander now to the next church with human remains. So that'll be 3 churches with human remains today. Pretty cool. Let's go. I've gone around in circles. I'm now in the area where I started today. But right, this is the church. So yeah, let's go look for some more remains. Okay, that's an amazing place, but I'm going to be right back because I've seen something that I want, but I've got no cash for it. They only accept cash in there, so I'm just heading to an ATM. And what I'm going to purchase might make you laugh. 2 secs. It was a fish magnet of that mummified hand. I saw it, I thought, yep, got to have that. And yeah, check all this. And just a quick disclaimer, I did ask permission to use the GoPro when I went in there. So, and there was no sign saying no photography or anything like that. So I just said to her, yeah, I'll point at the GoPro. Okay, okay. She went, yeah. So yeah. Nice. Oh, what's all this? All burnt. Oh, and over here we have what I love. Nice memento mori. There's more over here, look. This is also obviously from a fire some time ago. This is what they restored. What's this up here? Ah, nothing, it's just a garden. Yeah, I've been to more Orthodox churches in the within the last week than I have in my whole entire life. As I was saying to the priest at the cathedral previously, you know, Orthodox Christianity is not very popular within the UK. I was saying, like, you know, Catholicism is really on the rise in Britain at the moment. We have a big handful of my old pagan pals converting to Catholicism, and they're still my pals, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's been doing the rounds. So a closer look at this cross before we head off. What's that? I mean, we're right in the centre of Bucharest, by the way. Right, let's check out up here, then we'll move on. Oh, another memento mori. What's this? Okay, so some little tomb of sorts. Pretty cool. Right, well, now it's time to find some lunch and keep moving. Okay, I decided to make my way to my hotel, which is through there, but it's one of those self-check-in thingies. So, because I said when I booked it, I'd arrive at 2:30, and it's now like 1:45, so I didn't get my code and that to get in until 2:30, so I've got 3/4 of an hour to wait. So, yeah. Wanted to sort of check in before I do any more exploring, get this bag off. You've got to remember, guys, I've been up all night. Haven't slept yet. Alright, let's wait for this. Okay, I'm in. It's not bad. 72 quid for 3 nights. Oh, that's what we got. TV, right, 2 single beds, a couple of towels, spare bedding, other stuffs, 4 plug sockets, a little sofa, and there's an ensuite bathroom, is there a light switch for it? Biggest test. What's going on with that? Okay. Does that even run? Oh, there you go. We're in a shower. Always a good start that. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. I mean, I'm not looking for anything fancy. Got a view from here. Not really. Cool. This will do. Okay. Sit down here. Oh. Right, plan is now. Freshen up, meet my mate, and carry on with the day. Boom! Right then, I'm being joined by a local. Everyone, cheers. Meet Gabby.
Hello everyone.
Gabby's someone I've been in touch with for several years now, and this is the first time we've met in the flesh, so it feels good. So yeah, he's very kindly said he's going to show me around some sites around the city, and yeah, we've got a couple of days planned ahead of this, so cheers man.
Cheers.
So yeah, I'm not sure where I'm off to now, I'm just letting him lead the way, so wherever we're going, let's go. Right, we're going to check out this church. Gabby's not been here either, so it's going to be new for both of us.
Yeah, I always come near it, I never enter it. But...
So I got someone that can translate for me as well, cool. Right, let's go have a look. Okay, so we just got in here and straight away, more human remains. There's these here. And these here. So, Gabby.
Yeah.
What can you make out about these?
Well, first of all, I must tell you that this is something normal in the Orthodox world. These are remains of saints, and people worship them in order to get some favor from the certain saint. So, for instance, this one here is for a sick child. This one here helps against toothaches.
Okay. Because the point that we were just making, that the difference between Catholicism and Orthodox is that because ossuaries are predominantly a Catholic thing, and with ossuaries they are just preserving the bones.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Orthodox Church, they're used as relics to worship.
Also, the Orthodox scholars would claim that the bones themselves are not preserved by anyone but God.
Yeah.
So there's no one here coming and cleaning the bones or preserving them somewhere. They just kept with meat on the bone,
yeah,
by God Himself. And in their belief system, this shows that Orthodoxy is the only actual belief.
Yes.
Catholicism is just like tolerated,
Yeah, it's funny. When I was talking to the priest at the cathedral earlier, when I mentioned how Catholicism is on the rise in the UK, he sort of like thinks, At least it's about God. So yeah, see, I'm making a big fuss over every bit of bone I see. So for here, it's very
Also,
normal.
just another piece of information. Sorry for interrupting you, but I must tell you that because I will forget. Every altar has a table inside, which is called the holy table. And inside that table, you can't see it because only the priest can see it. And at certain like holidays, men can enter the altar, but not commonly. Sorry. Inside that table, in the middle of the altar, which is called the holy table, as I said, there is always a piece of like relic. So again, it's buried there to like protect the church, the temple.
Very cool. See, I think this is probably the third Orthodox country I've been to: Serbia and Bulgaria, and now here. So I'm not used to this. So this is very eye-opening. Okay, we've got another one. Oh, here we go. He's found another one.
This should be a piece of Saint Demeter's shoulder, I think, because you see the effigy shows the exact part where the piece of bone should be placed.
Yes.
And I think this is from his shoulder.
Very cool. And now, is there one over here? No. So there's me, like an ossuary fanatic, who only very rarely sees like human remains in churches, whereas in places like Romania, it's just a standard thing. Every church, every Orthodox church, has human remains. Very cool. Right, Gabby, I keep seeing like buildings like this around the city.
Yeah.
So what's the story?
So you will find these quite commonly in Bucharest. The center where we are now used to look a lot more like this than I don't know that. What happens is that when the communists came, they took the buildings from their rightful owners, right?
Right.
And this would be a merchant street. The whole center actually is full of merchant streets.
Right.
And they came, they took the buildings from the merchants, and they, of course, put them in prisons. And the main idea would be to leave them to rot, to leave them to collapse.
Right.
So they can build their own, communist buildings.
Right.
Housing and whatever.
So they haven't officially destroyed it.
Yeah, so they couldn't destroy them properly because the people would revolt. They did that in other parts of the city where people didn't have the power or didn't really care about the buildings. But the center of the city was like important to everyone. Everyone knew these parts of the city. So they couldn't outright destroy them. They simply let them to rot.
Yeah.
And after the communist regime fell, homeless people started going inside them. They started putting, fires.
So like squatting.
Fires, yeah, squatters. But the fires were like artificial, let's say.
Right, okay.
So these guys were paid to put fires inside the buildings. So the government could come and say, oh, the building is beyond repair at this point, so we must destroy it and build a nice new one. But of course, this being the city center and attracting tourists, this didn't really work out. And at this point, you see these structures, which show that at least to some extent they are trying to preserve them and at a later point restore them. And many of the buildings here are restored. So for instance, that one, there are many others on other streets, but it's a slow process, it's a costly process. So yeah.
Oh, it's a shame. Okay, we can actually go inside this building. So apparently it's quite all right. Let's have a look.
Yeah, this is the apartment building, and I think it's built in the early 20th century, something like that. You can see like on the floor there's like the mosaics that show
You look there, it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
And then you look there, it's kind of rough. But I mean, it's still intact one way or another, so.
Yeah, at least at face value, because the structure itself, it's quite brittle.
I can smell the damp.
Yeah, and
You can
there's
smell
also
that.
like these risk factors. If you look on some buildings, there's like a big red square, a red circle, sorry, and it says that it has a very high chance of collapsing in case of a big earthquake.
Right.
And I think this is one of those buildings because they are not.
Basically, it's fragile.
Yeah, they're fragile.
It can really won't take a lot for it to just go catch on fire.
Yeah.
And if you do live there, you're gonna have to live with damp and other sort of things. And so, well, who lives there? Like retirees or students? Or
Well, during that process I was telling you about, one of the things the communist regime did was to take out the initial people living here
Yes.
and bring in all the marginals.
Yeah.
For instance, I'll say it, gypsies, Roma people, you know?
Yeah.
And this was, from what I've read, orchestrated in order to, again, destroy the building, bring the building to the point of no return, so they can intervene and destroy it fully.
Right.
So to this day, this is who lives here. People that have a low income, people from the working class, people that don't even work. This is all they have left because the communist regime gave it to them and they can't be kicked out because it's their place, right?
Right.
So they, even if they want to take care of the building, they simply can't because they don't have the means.
So, or the attitude.
Yeah.
Or they just for them it's just like an easy grab.
Yeah.
And they just sad, but I mean that's the common reality. It's not just in Romania. You get this in like Serbia, Bulgaria, and all these sort of former Soviet countries around this area are very much like this. So yeah, it's quite sad.
And as you can see,
It stinks. So we get out of here, Gabby?
let's go.
So yeah, walking to my hotel earlier, I came across this.
Now this is a
Well, you got this in Rome. I mean, this is going to be like the two founders of Rome.
it's
getting
a Lupa Capitolina.
Yeah, getting fed by the wolf that saved them from the river that they were thrown in. So, what's it doing in Bucharest?
So, as you can see here, it says it was anyway. It says it was a gift from Rome, and it was gifted to Bucharest in 1906.
Right.
So this was in the time right after the Romanticist current
Yeah.
got a hold all over Europe. When we were discovering that indeed we are related to the Romans.
Yes.
And we made this as a symbol of our Roman ancestry.
Okay.
And you will find them scattered all over Romania. So this is the most famous one, this is the oldest one, but you will find some in Transylvania, you will find some in the Republic of Moldova, for instance, in Chisinau, right? And this is the only one which was a gift from Rome, but the others are made locally. And this is like to show we are not Russians, we are not, I don't know, whatever you want us to believe. We are not Turkish, we are not Bulgarians, we are Romanians, right? And we are related to Rome. So this is why you will find this type of symbol in the center of the city of Bucharest, right? The center of the capital.
That's actually really cool. Some really strong Romanian pride there. You know?
True, yeah.
And yeah, we need to see more of this sort of thing around the cities, especially around the capitals. Where especially when the capitals, when culturally the city gets run down.
Yeah.
Just look at London.
Yeah.
Right. So this is why we have monuments like this to remind ourselves that no, this is Romania. Right. Despite all the sort of like, how can I say it? Globalization.
And uncertainties.
Yeah. But it won't stop. He won't stop.
They never do.
It won't stop the Romanians having pride for their country, even in this very busy capital city of Bucharest. So that's really cool. Right, we have now entered what is called Bellu Cemetery.
Yeah.
Check this out. I love cemeteries, and this one is definitely not disappointing. Very, very nice. How old is this cemetery, Gabby?
Well, it was built in the, I think, early second half of the 19th century on the premises of a peach farm.
Okay.
It was a peach farm owned by a local boyar, we'll call it in Romanian. It was like a nobleman, and he donated this area for the city of Bucharest to build its cemetery. And at the moment, all the key figures of Romania, starting from the 19th century until now, are buried here.
Wow. That's really cool. Sweet. Well, let's see what we can find. Okay, there was this one crypt that Gabby wanted to show me, and I've just found it and it's huge, right? Have a look at this. Right, yeah, this is pretty impressive. So, what's this one about, Gabby?
So this is the crypt where one of the oldest noble family in Romania is buried. It's called the Cantacuzino family. Technically they're Greek, but they've been here for so long that they became like a very important family in the Romanian whatever political systems, I guess, starting from the Middle Ages and going on forward until the communist regime, where of course they were kicked out, obviously, and now there aren't any left except the crypt. And yeah, the crypt was built, I think, at the beginning of the 20th century, if I'm not mistaken. And inside it there are some key members of the family. I'm not sure which one of them, but key members of the family. As you can see, the coat of arms there.
Yeah, let's get a closer look on that.
And also above it, a family tree that's tying them to other noble families in Europe.
Okay. Sorry, I'm itching away because the mosquitoes here are pretty lethal.
Yeah, they're not our mosquitoes. There's like a new species of black mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, they are
brought
bad.
from China.
Like literally, my legs are on fire at the minute, just absolutely invaded. But yeah, that is really impressive. Let's walk around it. Oh, no, look how cool that is. Oh wow. Yeah, very impressive. Okay, I've just seen this. Look how awesome that is. Beautiful bit of work there. Wow. This is a cool cemetery.
No, it's really nice.
Stunning.
And I was telling you off camera that people use it as a park because it's so quiet. And given this is a big city which doesn't really have many parks, this is a good alternative to going to an actual park because it's quiet, nobody is here. You can see all this pretty art, which is sure it's funeral art, but it's art, and no one bothers you except the stray cats and the mosquitoes.
And the mosquitoes. I was literally just about to say. Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. Right, me and Gabby have wound up at this pub in central Bucharest, and this beer is solid.
Solid. Yeah, it's proper beer.
Proper beer.
I never had it before, so it's a first for me. Yeah.
Right, so yeah, this isn't the last of the Romanian videos. We've got a couple more days of exploring and traveling around.
At least 2 more cities.
At least 2 more cities. So yeah, hope you enjoyed exploring Bucharest with me today. I've been doing it with absolutely no sleep, so it's been quite painful, but still, Gabby has made it joyful. So yeah, Bucharest has really taken me by surprise. So yeah, it's good to be here. So yeah, I'll see you at the next video in another part of Romania. See you later.
See you soon.